A second form of interreligious dialogue is the dialogue of social action. By this, Christians and other believers can join hands to promote human development or liberation projects in all their forms. Examples are running a clinic together. I saw a clinic in one country in Asia run by Christians and Muslims together. Also, projects to rescue street children or enslaved women, disaster or famine relief, without asking to which religion the person belongs before you give him relief supplies, fighting rigging in elections, bribery and corruption, or simply unemployment, which faces many young people today. A third form of interreligious dialogue is the dialogue of discourse, by which theological experts who are Christians and their counterparts from other religions can meet to exchange information on their respective religious beliefs, heritages, and practices. As is clear, this type of dialogue is not open to everyone, but only to those who are culturally well prepared and who are able to listen to one another and to discuss without perspiring or raising their tone as if the louder you speak, the more you win the argument, or raising the temperature in the room. A fourth type of interreligious dialogue is developing. It is the dialogue of religious experience. It refers to persons deeply rooted in their own religious traditions, sharing experiences of meditation, contemplation, prayer, and ways of searching for God or for the absolute. Monks are particularly indicated for this form of dialogue, although it is not exclusive to them. As is clear, one form of dialogue does not exclude the other, nor can everyone engage in all types of dialogue. Indeed, for most people, the first two forms, the dialogue of life and the dialogue of social action, would be the one best indicated, although nobody should exclude them from the other two types. Why should we engage in interreligious dialogue? Is it just an entertainment for academic eggheads? There are many reasons that argue in favor of interreligious relations of some sort. Human nature is basically the same in all human beings. In spite of our height, difference in height or shape or color or language. The desire to understand other believers and to interact with them is good and normal. Believers, while not doubting their own religious identity, can get enriched by friendly encounter with others. They can become better by seeing themselves through the eyes of the other. Prejudices can also be reduced or hopefully wiped away altogether, although that is not so easy. Greater harmony between citizens and readier will to cooperate in common projects can be the result. There are many problems and challenges of society which are best studied, faced, and solved by all the citizens joining hands across religious or ethnic frontiers. There are some problems that are not restricted to any one religion. There is no separate Christian drought or Christian hurricane, no Muslim inflation, no Jewish economic downturn, no Hebrew bribery and corruption, and no Buddhist unemployment. These are social challenges that call on all the citizens to seek solutions together. These problems don't respect religious frontiers. The promotion of justice, peace, and reconciliation, and the abolition of violence and war are clear projects where all believers should work together. Someone will say, but in the promotion of harmony, the religions seem to be more part of the problem than part of the solution. Somebody said, the less religion in public, the more harmony there will be. that the religions are the cause of tension. They point to religious fanaticism or extremism and to the abuse of religion by some extremists to justify terrorism. If somebody does violence to another in the name of religion, what do we say to that? The answer is that religion, if it is genuine, is about love of God and love of neighbor. If it isn't about love of God and love of neighbor, then it isn't religion. We have to find another name for it. Anyone who engages in terrorism or in the fanatical fighting of the people of other religions is doing the opposite of what religion is all about, and is not a good member of any religion. A person who promotes violence is a disgrace for his people and also for his religious group, in case he still says he has religion. It is a contradiction to kill other people as an act of honor to God. Religious leaders have a serious duty in this matter to educate their co-religionists in what genuine religion entails. I remember once I was speaking with, I won't tell you which religion, but he was a famous religious leader. And I said to him, can't you do anything to persuade these extremists who, in your religion, quote your religion to justify acts of violence? He said to me, Cardinal Arinze, they have my name down as the first person to be eliminated. That means they consider him too moderate. They want something sharper. Some people will ask whether the promotion of interreligious good relations does not do damage to one's right to propagate one's religion, or even one's duty to propagate one's religion. The answer is that the two activities are not opposed. For example, I consider my Catholic faith my most precious possession on earth. I would like to share it with every single person on earth. I have the right to propose my faith to others. This right is enshrined in the 1948 United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights. I think it's paragraph 18. But religion is to be proposed. It is not to be imposed. Religion imposed on another human being is not worthy of the human person, whether of the person imposing it or of the person on whom it is imposed. Religion should come as a free offering of the human heart to God the Creator, and a free response in love and commitment. I should propose my faith only to those who freely welcome my proclamation. Otherwise, I would be engaging in proselytism, forcing my religion on people or maneuvering them to share my religion, because I would exploit their positions of poverty or need of employment or need for promotion. If a Muslim, a Jew, a Hindu, or a Buddhist declares that he does not want to become a Christian, I can, in all honesty and humanity, still remain a friend of that Muslim or Jew or Hindu or Buddhist, and I would be sincere. I shall then, with him, be able to engage in one form of dialogue or the other. And this is de facto what is happening. People who are convinced of their religious affiliation, they don't have a doubt. But they open their hearts and extend their hands in partnership with other people as far as their religious convictions will allow. A necessary conclusion is that one should be well inserted into one's faith and community before daring to meet people of other religions. Otherwise, one could be risking one's faith by such ill-considered encounters.